What if you could smell everything, every flower, every emotion, every human being, but no one could smell you? No identity, no presence, no humanity. That's the terrifying premise behind Perfume, the story of a murderer. A novel that transforms one extraordinary gift into one of literature's darkest psychological nightmares. Today, we're exploring why Perfume isn't just about murder. It's about obsession, identity, perfection, and the terrifying cost of becoming invisible. Published in 1985 by Patrick Süskind, Perfume quickly became one of the most unforgettable psychological novels ever written. Set in 18th century France, it tells the story of Jean-Baptiste Grenouille, a man born with an extraordinary sense of smell, but with one impossible flaw: he has no scent of his own. Think about that for a moment. Every human carries a unique scent. It's part of who we are. But Grenouille has none. To the world, he's almost invisible, and psychologically, that absence becomes the foundation of his obsession. Grenouille experiences the world differently than everyone else. He doesn't remember faces. He remembers smells. He doesn't judge people by appearance. He judges them by fragrance. His extraordinary ability isolates him from humanity instead of connecting him to it. As Grenouille grows older, his obsession intensifies. He becomes convinced that somewhere, the perfect scent exists, a fragrance so beautiful, it could control the hearts of everyone around him, and he becomes willing to sacrifice everything to create it. This is where the novel becomes deeply psychological. Grenouille stops seeing people as people. Instead, he sees them as ingredients, as scents waiting to be collected. His obsession strips away empathy, until only perfection matters. Perfection can be dangerous, because perfection has no finish line. Every achievement demands another. Every success creates another impossible standard. Grenouille's pursuit becomes endless, and obsession slowly replaces morality. In the novel, perfume isn't simply fragrance. It's influence, identity, control, emotion. Grenouille discovers that scent can manipulate human perception more effectively than words ever could. Of all the senses, smell is perhaps the most emotional. A single scent can instantly trigger memories. Love, fear, childhood, loss. Süskind builds his entire novel around this extraordinary psychological truth. Grenouille isn't born evil. He's born isolated, rejected, ignored, disconnected, and over time, isolation transforms into resentment. Resentment transforms into obsession, and obsession transforms into horror. Without a scent, Grenouille believes he has no identity, no place in the world. Creating the perfect perfume becomes his attempt to create himself. It's a desperate search for belonging, twisted into something monstrous. One of the novel's greatest themes is beauty. What happens when beauty becomes everything? When perfection becomes more valuable than human life? Süskind suggests that obsession with perfection eventually destroys both the creator and the creation. One reason Perfume feels so immersive is its extraordinary language. Süskind describes smells with incredible precision. Rotting streets, fresh flowers, human skin, ancient wood. Readers begin imagining scents they cannot actually smell. And that's remarkable storytelling. The novel also critiques society's obsession with beauty, appearance, luxury, status, acceptance. Grenouille simply pushes those desires to their absolute extreme, making the novel feel disturbingly relevant even today. Nearly 40 years after publication, the novel continues to captivate readers because its questions remain timeless. What defines identity? Can perfection ever exist? How far will people go to be accepted? These aren't just literary questions. They're human questions. For writers, this novel offers incredible lessons. Build unforgettable protagonists. Use unusual perspectives. Turn ordinary objects into powerful symbols. Explore psychology before action. Let obsession drive the plot. Because the strongest villains rarely believe they're villains. At its heart, Perfume isn't really about fragrance. It's about identity, loneliness, acceptance, and what happens when the desire to be seen becomes more powerful than morality itself. Patrick Süskind created far more than a crime novel. He created a psychological study of obsession, a meditation on beauty, and a warning about perfection. Because sometimes, the most dangerous monsters aren't driven by hatred. They're driven by impossible dreams. If you want more literary breakdowns, psychological horror, and storytelling techniques, subscribe. Because the greatest novels don't just tell stories. They reveal the darkest corners of the human mind.